Aaron Rodgers.
He should go to bed.
The segment is called Where Should They Go? Brought to you by Matan, man. I'm going to give you a player. You're going to basically tell me what you think the place you would want to see them go.
Sweet, dude.
We only got 5 players on this list. We'll go around. We can talk about
Off the dome?
Dome it.
Dome it.
First player we got is DeAndre Hopkins.
The Kansas City Chiefs. They only have 2 wide receivers under contract right now. I think it's like Sky Moore and maybe Tony. I don't even know, but it's Sky Moore and someone else. Maybe Mecole Hardman.
Is it MVS?
It might be MVS. It's something.
2 wide receivers.
They only have 2 wide receivers under contract right now, and they still have that first-round pick. They got
I
extra
would
picks from the
hate if that
Tyreek
happened,
trade,
bro.
right? They got an extra pick from the Tyreek trade. Go out and get DeAndre Hopkins.
I would hate if that.
I would
fucking
love it.
happened.
The
I'm
rich
not
get
gonna lie. That's
richer.
a video game offense. I think it makes.
Dude,
I actually think
that
it's
would be
I
fucking
actually think
filthy.
it's super plausible.
I want to see him go to the Giants. Giants need to get a alpha wide receiver to take that step as to prove if Daniel Jones can actually be that guy. I think they're gonna tag Jones at least for another season. They might sign Saquon, in which case it would make it difficult. But like,
Can I ask you a question?
Saquon's got trade value, so I don't know. Yeah,
Why would DeAndre? I understand totally what you're saying. Why would DeAndre want to go to New York?
that's the problem.
It's New York.
Well, does he have a no
But that's
trade
not the
clause?
problem.
It's New York City.
Yeah, so that's right. So the argument is it's New York City, huge market, just
He's
Giants,
played in
biggest city in the
Houston and
world.
Phoenix.
Yes, exactly. That's a good.
Nah,
there you
Glendale.
go,
Glendale.
Jack.
Sorry. Glendale.
But yeah, I probably that's the only argument. Also, like the Giants made the playoffs last year.
if he believes in that system
definitely
with
are
Dable-
building something great. Dable's an awesome coach. He's coach of the
players
year.
love Dable.
Players
like-
love Dable. He coach of the year. Like
And you can sell
Daniel
and
Jones took a huge strides this last season.
There's
Like
something to be said about like, hey, you are our missing piece. You are the guy we need. The Chiefs don't need DeAndre
to be
Hopkins.
fair though,
Facts.
D Hop knows and everyone else knows. You add D Hop to the Chiefs, you're winning Super Bowls for the next 3 years.
and he still hasn't done that. So
And he hasn't done that. And that's, like
I didn't know this about DeAndre Hopkins. So he has a no trade clause. So obviously
gets to pick.
He has to pick. But Arizona Sports' John Gambandoro reported Tuesday, which I think was like a couple weeks ago, this was back in end of January, that DeAndre Hopkins prefers to be traded to the Jags or the Chargers. I didn't even
gross.
see that anywhere. I
the
didn't even see that
Jags
anywhere.
might be interesting
they
with Trevor Lawrence.
If DeAndre Hopkins had to
Calvin
go,
Ridley,
if DeAndre
Christian
Hopkins
Kirk,
had to go to the
that
Jags,
would be actually
he
filthy.
already played with Christian
That would
Kirk,
be
so maybe that's
filthy.
a
if
little.
D-Hop had to go to the Jags or the Chargers, who would you rather see him go to?
I'd rather see the Jags.
I think the Jags
I'd rather-
also.
And with Trevor Lawrence, that's the
I mean,
guy
with
that would
Herbert,
take,
though, too.
He's the
Herbert-
guy that would take Trevor Lawrence up, like to that next level. But
Well, they don't.
but I don't
need
want
it.
to pick
But
between
he would
those
take
teams because that's
Herbert
not
to the
fun.
next level.
Okay, so who are you picking?
The Chicago Bears.
They're down.
I'd love to
Fucking
see.
guy,
I'd
dude.
love to see that for our
It's
quarterback,
fucking dope.
Justin Fields. Not that I'm a Bears fan for our dynasty team.
Right.
Dynasty
Right.
team.
Well, I do like
Pair
the
him with
Bears. Though. I live in
Devontae?
Chicago. I got love for the Bears. I think if you get him into that offense, Justin Fields he took a leap this year. He take another fucking step next year. That could be fun to watch if he's got an actual receiver you can trust down the field. Then you have Darnell Mooney, who looked really good as a number 2 next to Allen Robinson.
Facts.
Now he's back to being that number 2 guy. He's not a number 1 guy.
And then you
you got Equinemius St. Brown
Chase
as the number
Claypool.
3.
Claypool, too. Traded
Chase
for him.
Claypool. Oh my God.
Not bad.
Shit.
It's actually not a bad.
That's
wide
actually a
receiver.
good one.
Feels like the Steelers all over again.
If you get D-Hop, actually, if you go D-Hop, Mooney, and Chase Claypool, that's a good
would
fucking
be-
trio.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
And then Cole Kmet.
I would love.
Dallas Cowboys.
I would love Chicago because for everything you said, but I just don't think he did what he would be doing in Chicago now is what he just did with the Cardinals, right? Developing Kyler Murray and all that. I just don't think he's going to choose that again.
Yeah.
The Chiefs would be awesome. It'd be video games. I think there's 2 options here for him. It's either the Chiefs or,
the big old star.
and it is the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm going to tell you why, because you mentioned like the
You
reason.
grow up, you want to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
No, and that's
Americans.
what I'm
Everyone
saying.
wants to play for the
You talk about
Cowboys.
you wanting to go to New York.
Yeah,
You talk about wanting to go to
that's a
New
good
York
point.
because of the brand and just being in New York City, like what that means. You get that same thing, but bigger in Dallas, playing for the Cowboys. The Cowboys have talent. They have a quarterback that has performed, but needs to perform in the playoffs. You've barely been to the playoffs if you're DeAndre Hopkins. So you know you're gonna get there with the team you have, and he knows that what they need to get over the top is another receiver. So I think him going there would not only give him the talent and the team to go win, but also the exposure.
Would,
But if I'm
would
a-
him or CD be the number one?
he would.
He would
would?
100%.
But if
I mean, I don't know.
He's
He
better.
It'd be
loves
close.
CD.
But if
It'd be
I'm a-
close. It'd be close.
If I'm a
CD's
Cowboys
overrated.
fan, though, the only way I want that to happen, or I'm okay with that happening, is if Zeke gets traded or cut. Because now I don't want to you got now $15 million to Zeke, you got another 30 or whatever it was to D-Hop or whatever he's making, an absurd amount of money. Then you got CD, who's right, he's coming up on a contract at some point in the
CD's
next
gonna
year or
get
two.
paid.
Here's the thing.
Then
If
you
you're
have
the
Dak,
Cowboys,
like that's a lot of money. It's
Doesn't
Amari
matter.
Cooper all over
but
again.
I think if you're the Cowboys, you don't give a flying fuck. If you win a Super Bowl, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
No, I agree
It
with you.
doesn't
But
fucking matter.
if the Dallas Cowboys
the
right
Rams-
now
the
with their
Rams
current
thought.
roster trade for DeAndre Hopkins, you are right back to where you were with Amari Cooper, essentially, in terms of a
That's not
contract.
true at all.
In terms of a contract standpoint.
The
You
contract
are
wasn't
paying-
a problem with Amari.
And D-Hop is
It was his
so
lack of
much more of
performance
a
in the playoffs.
problem for
Okay.
defenses than Amari Cooper.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I just
But I would love to see him on the Chiefs.
All I'm-
Okay, I would love to see him on the Chiefs too because I think you give Patrick Mahomes a true fucking weapon outside of Travis Kelce, and it's gonna be fucking dangerous. Kadarius Toney year 2. I would love to see all that.
All I'm trying to say is cut Zeke.
Where should they go? Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers to go to the New York Jets.
He should go to the Las Vegas Raiders.
He should go to bed and just stop.
Yeah.
Jets.
You should go on an ayahuasca retreat.
He should.
Oh.
Let me tell you why you should go to the Jets because the Jets are so complete. The defense is great. The receiving core is. We were talking about top duos in terms of receiving cores. The Jets are probably top 5.
Who
Like,
was it that
they
said
are so complete?
the other
at
day that
receiver.
are they top 10 in Super Bowl power rankings right now for next season?
Yeah.
They're-
Super
they're-
Bowl
they have the
odds.
10th
Bowl
best
odds.
10th best odds to win a Super Bowl. They have a great team. They have a great culture.
Wait,
They
wait.
have the head coach that is setting that culture. Robert Saleh is fucking awesome. And so what they need is a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers brings them a 1 year removed, 2-time back-to-back MVP. Actually, he's like a 3-time MVP, I think, but back-to-back MVP.
Yeah, 3 times.
He would make them just fucking
soil
awesome.
yourself?
And I would love to see it. He's
Can I
Adam's
predict what
mad
Adam's
'cause
about
he's
to
a
say? He's
Dolphins
like,
fan.
Why would you say the Jets have a top 5 wide receiver duo?
I'm just trying to
absolutely
I didn't say duo.
blasphemous.
I said core overall. I'm not saying duo.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said
I thought
duo.
you said duo,
You
too.
did say
Oh,
duo.
no. I
but-
said we were just talking about duos, but if we want to talk about
I
receiver
thought,
court,
I thought you were about to say
they're top
Elijah
5.
Moore and
Receiving
Garrett
core.
Wilson are
No,
top 5
Elijah
duo. I
Moore,
thought that-
Garrett
that's why I
Wilson,
said
they're
Moore.
good. They're
Corey
good,
Davis
but they're
actually
not there
might
yet.
leave,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Elijah Moore's good, but
They're
he
good.
didn't
They're not
do
there yet.
anything
They're
this
not
year.
there
They
yet.
had
Yeah,
the
yeah, I agree.
opportunity.
I get your point. I get your point.
well, I didn't say duo first of all.
Adam might
Bring
have,
back the tape.
Adam
No, you
might
did
have
say
soiled
duo.
himself.
Bring
during
back
that
the tape. You did say
say
duo.
Watch the tape. Watch the tape. Watch the tape. My
Where do you
listeners
think
out
Aaron
there.
Rodgers should go?
The best move for his career is the New York Jets. The only time he won a Super Bowl, he had a top 5 defense.
But that would suck for you as a Dolphins
But that would suck for me. So the only time he won a Super Bowl was when he had a top 5 defense. He goes to the Jets, who have a top 5 defense. The question mark that I have is the contract.
The question
Now,
mark
I get
that
it.
you
You're
have
going
is
all
your
in.
Dolphins
You
bias.
love,
Yeah.
You're
I
very
also
much
just
like
know
a contractee.
If
Yeah, I am.
Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets,
My
the Jets would
eyes
find a way to Jets it.
Yes, probably.
They would find
I
a way to
disagree. I
Jets
think
it.
the culture's
I think
changed.
the culture's definitely different there with Saleh and
If
Joe
there's one
Douglas.
thing I know about the Jets growing up in New York with Jets fan friends, it's that the culture doesn't change.
It's
you have a
telling
losing
I think
culture.
It's
The
The
different.
culture changed with the Giants because of one guy. Dable comes in and changes
You want to
the
know
whole
what's
culture.
weird about this whole thing is I could see Aaron Rodgers going to the Raiders solely because of Devontae Adams.
That's why I think if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I want to go to Vegas because Devontae's there.
which
I
is
don't-
crazy.
You're not going to win.
Your
shit.
best chance to win is with the Jets.
He has a
If
better
you wanna
chance to win
be-
with Green Bay than he does in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with you.
But I'd like to see him go to the
Indianapolis?
Colts. I'd like to see Aaron Rodgers be in that,
Yeah, I would like that.
in
too.
that,
But
in
then
that
we're
blue
like-
and white
yeah.
with Jonathan Taylor as a running game. They got a good defense over there. A
And
couple
then-
receivers that are solid.
And then he can be in person at the McAfee weekly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, that would be awesome.
Aaron
That could be
Rodgers.
actually- is it
Aaron
based
Rodgers
on
to the
it?
Colts confirmed. McAfee.
All right.
Oh, that would be pretty sick.
So wait, where would you want him
He
though?
said-
Because you kind of.
I'm gonna say the Colts because bias.
Yeah?
I don't want to see him in the Jets.
All right.
Matan, you think Jets, right?
I think Jets.
Disagree with any of these takes? Let us know in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that link in bio. Join our Discord. And for any betting needs, go to thegameday.com for all your best sportsbook offers.